The Shunammite Woman, the persistent mother of miracles. 2 Kings 4, 2 Kings 8. The Shunammite woman lived in a small town in Israel and was known for her generosity, dignity, and discerning spirit. She and her husband were well off, but her real wealth came from her kindness. Whenever the prophet Elisha passed through their region, he stopped for a meal in their home. She recognized that he was a man of God and decided to do something extraordinary. She asked her husband to build a small room on their roof, a peaceful space furnished with a bed, table, chair, and lamp, so Elisha could rest whenever he visited. Elisha was moved by her generosity. Wanting to bless her in return, he asked what she desired. She didn't ask for wealth, protection, or influence. Instead, she simply said, "I live among my own people," meaning she was content. But Elisha's servant Gehazi noticed the one thing missing from her life. She had no child. Her husband was older, and the dream of motherhood seemed long gone. Elisha called her and delivered a promise from God. "This time next year, you will hold a son." The words were almost too precious to believe. "Do not deceive me," she whispered, afraid to hope. But God kept his promise. She gave birth to a son, a miracle child. Years passed and the boy grew strong and joyful. But one day, while visiting his father in the fields, he suddenly cried out, "My head! My head!" They carried him home to his mother, and he died in her arms. Grief tore through her heart, but she did not crumble. Instead, she acted with fierce, determined faith. She laid her son on Elisha's bed, saddled a donkey, and set out to find the prophet. When her husband asked why she was going, she answered, "It will be well." When Elisha's servant asked if everything was okay, she said again, "It is well." Her words were not denial, they were faith. Reaching Elisha, she fell at his feet, pouring out her anguish. Elisha rushed to her home. He entered the room, prayed earnestly, and stretched himself over the boy. Slowly, warmth returned. The boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Elisha called the Shunammite woman and placed her resurrected son in her arms. Her faith had not only brought her a miracle, it restored her miracle when it was taken. But her story didn't end there. Years later, a famine struck the land. Elisha warned her to move away temporarily. She obeyed, and when she returned after 7 years, her land had been taken. She went to appeal to the king, and at that exact moment, Gehazi was telling the king about the miracle of her son. The king, amazed, restored her land and all the produce harvested during her absence. The Shunammite woman teaches us the power of persistence, hospitality, discernment, and bold faith. She believed God even when circumstances screamed otherwise.